So I don't really know what format I'm gonna do where and do this. I might record something like this. I might record my laptop. I might record on my laptop while on a game. But I want to make a video real quick, right? Because I know some people that follow me, or some people actually does have access to my YouTube channel. Not like getting going there hack it, but I mean they they could have found it and subscribed, or I didn't do something on my other account. I don't think about it, but like they could find me and like, oh, this is a YouTube video. And those people, I want to make this video about them. And also just for myself, I want this to be like a good landmark. Because I just watched Piece by Piece, right? And like it, I've been going through things mentally, and I'm like, yeah, this is a good movie. And then when I watch it, something just clicked. Like it almost happened with Gurren Lagann, but something about the story, because it's real, right? But it just clicked with me, and then I knew what I was gonna do, and I did it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't regret it. I blocked some people, deleted some chats, unfollowed some people. I don't regret it. It's actually more relieving, and it's like I wish I probably like talked to them first before doing it, maybe, but like I don't feel bad. And I think one of the reasons that I've been so down the dumps is, or at least like lately, because I've been just focused on what other people want and like think like I always gotta be on the move, always gotta be helping someone or something like that, and just trying my best to be around people. And I realize I don't need that. I don't need to do that. And like it, it feels good so far. Like I don't know how to put it in words, but I want this to be like I didn't like people I blocked or like unfollowed. I don't want them to think like, oh, I hate you. I don't. Um, Matter of fact, one of the people that I did that to was just someone that I talked to regularly. I don't hate them, but it's just I don't know. Just feels nice. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just feels nice without it. But yeah, that's it for this video. I just want to talk. I didn't expect that to feel as good as it did. Um, and like it was one of the reasons was I was always like thinking about like the past and be like, well, I want to look back on this in the future and be like, this is good, but I don't need that. I don't. And like this not even a story anymore at this point. But it's just like I don't know what it is. It's just I always thought about like I should save things, right? Because I don't do it often. I don't save things I do like on the event. I don't go around taking pictures while I'm at the event. I just have it all in memory. And I thought about it like I have to keep these memories because at some point I might look upon it with like, oh, I like this. Or at some point I'm gonna be like, this was a good thing that I did. Or maybe I'm like, I should hammer down, like, no, this was dumb of you. And when I was seeing it, I was like, that's so dumb. I'm like, as a person, I am always someone who's trying to do everything. And some of that is just my mental state where I'm like, sometimes I just literally cannot sit still because, like, just my brain just won't let me. Or sometimes I just can't sit still because I'm like, oh, yes, I will do that later. Um, Most of that is just going that suitcase, by the way. Um, but like, most of it was like, just like I'm always trying to move and like I'm always trying to go forward, but I always try to do something. And I realized I was like, when I was watching that movie, I was like, oh, that's why I'm miserable. Is that because I'm constantly trying to work forward or move forward and just only think about that and like just regretting anytime I'm not? The reason why was because I'm always trying to move forward in ways that I don't want to. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I hope Kennesaw sees this. I don't like the school. Nothing wrong with the school. It's just not what I wanted. And like I was trying to like plan myself around these so like my parents being like what they hold of me and whatnot. And like what if I fail and whatnot and having backup plans. But I'm realizing that like I know there's a point in life, but I just can't do that. And it was because of the fact that like I went on this path where I was going to something I don't want to do that I failed. I failed at that path because I just was depressed. I was sad. I just didn't have the energy to do stuff. I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the will or passion because there was nothing there. There was no reason for me to do it. It was I was depressed. I think part of the reason was because I was just trying to go that path. I was trying to like, oh, I'm gonna do this to get that. It's just trying to do what I wanted to do. And like I'm realizing now, I'm like, yeah, some of it is just me, but like some of it is just like, why do I care so much? And I was watching a movie, and I'm like, yeah, I need to stop worrying about the past and whatnot. So like I went through and like I removed. I was like, okay, because earlier there was deleting stuff, right? So I could save space. And I was just like, yeah, let me just delete anything I don't care for, including like I had a part called past friends, where it was people that I used to be friends with, but for one reason or another, I didn't have many on there because of the fact I just don't talk to a lot of people, but also because a lot of times I don't end off friendships because of bad reasons. A lot of times just we just grow apart, or I just don't talk to them and whatnot. Along with the fact that I don't take many photos. But then I was like, why do I have this? Their past. I don't need this. I'm gonna delete it. And then I just kept going. I was like, what apps do I need? Like, what apps do I actually enjoy playing? And I deleted some of them. Granted, it was not many apps because YouTube take a lot of space. But like, I deleted the app that I had because I was like, I don't need it. And like, it just continued. It kept going. And like, I deleted people I follow. I'm gonna be honest. Like for a while now, there was one person I'm talking to. They probably know this because if they see this video, it's definitely out of the blue, right? But there was one person I was talking to, and like I'm gonna be honest, we haven't always been iffy, and like I think the entire time I was like hanging out with her and whatnot, there was always a part of me that was like, not necessarily somewhere else, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't. I'm not gonna say I'm a bad friend to her, because I was at some point, but I wasn't overall a bad friend to her, right? Um, but what I will say is like I was always from like the kind of start. Also, sorry y'all can hear my music. Last time I did this, I recorded something, y'all couldn't hear it, and this is turned down from that point, so y'all shouldn't be able to hear it. So sorry, but like um, I was singing it right, and I mean like for a while I was like, you don't know that much about me. I tried to keep that distance, and I was trying to keep that distance, and I learned more, and then like I'm thinking, and I'm like, a lot of what we like I done is just kind of our obligation. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like if she calls me, right? Well, I delete her number, so if she called me, I'm like, hello, who's this? But if she calls me or texts me like, hey, I need to talk to you mentally, I would be there for her, right? But like, I realizing now that like it was, I was never gonna be able to fully reach out to her, like even when it comes down to a conversation, and like there are points where I get it. I don't always like to like one of the reasons I don't like calling people is because when I do get calls, especially when you get later at night, my mental state is way more open. Because when I'm tired, I'm way more like just pinpoint. I'm like normally I'm like I have a sensor to myself and whatnot. But like when I'm really tired, you can tell not like it's like my energy and the way I talk, but also just like I would be like I don't know and like what if I die today? Would I be sad? And that's not like oh, that's your tired talking. That's just because of the fact that like those are thoughts I have normally. It's just when I'm tired of having it. And like so yes, I don't really like I don't really like talking about that in general. And I don't like talking to people about my emotions and whatnot. Um this is not a therapy video, so I'm not gonna go into a bunch of the reasons why or anything like that. But like that is important to know. And like we just couldn't really like I could talk I mean, she could talk to me like that. But it wasn't vice versa. And like that's not a bad thing. I don't need every like as I told her, I don't need anyone like that. But because of how much she would call me, it was just like inevitable that I was always gonna get like that. And it's just like it was also just like we had some stuff in common, but it really wasn't much. It was a relationship mainly built upon me just trying to talk to her and get along with her versus like the best way to put it is like me and Freddie really don't have much in common, right? Like both of us are friends. I would never block that man or delete our chat because he's just a chill guy, right? But like me and Freddie don't really have much in common if you think about it. We like science, and that's pretty much it. Um, Even our goals in life, like I really like social media. He also likes social media, but like his social media stuff is like, oh, I'm funny and just that. But me, it's like, no, I wouldn't like to have this be a part of me. Not to say there's anything wrong with what you're doing because I like that, right? It's we're two different people, but we don't really have much in common. But we still get along very well. Even though we don't talk very often, we still get along very well. And maybe if I talked to her less, it'd be less of a problem. But it also just felt like if I did, it'd be a problem. It was like I don't know if I've been happy talking with her for a while now. It, like I'm thinking about it, I don't think I have. Like even at points where I thought like, oh, she blocked me, or like, oh, she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Those were the points where I'm like the most. I was like motivated to do stuff, and like I don't want to blame her because it's not her fault. It's not. She's a nice person. It's just I don't think it was ever gonna. I don't think we were meant to be close friends. I think it was more meant to be like someone you can hit up, talk to, and go away. Yeah, like it's my fault for letting it go that far. And there's other people that I follow too that I'm like, I don't. Another, she's friends with the girl I'm talking about. Um, and like I follow her, and like I don't know why I did. Like it was just like, oh, I know this person. I'm let me follow them. But like I didn't like her. I'm gonna be honest. Like I thought she was kind of interesting, but like after a bit, I was like, I don't really like talking to her. But I just continued to do it anyways because of the friend. And then like I realized today, like I realized a while ago, I don't really want to talk to her again. But like I especially now realize, like today, I was like, why do I follow them? Why do I like that's unnecessary? So why just block them? Well, I didn't block them. I just unfollow them and delete our chat. It wasn't. It was a group chat, but I just removed myself off it. And it's not like I hate this person. Well, that's not true for this person. I could really care less. But like it was just like I'm just gonna disappear. I don't need to put effort into this. And like, don't get me wrong, a lot of times I won't do that. I don't want y'all to think that oh you should do this because a lot of times I won't. Um, Someone else I'm about to do this chat with, I didn't do that with because I mean we left off on a good front. But like it was like the reason I did it with these people is because like I could care less. This person is like I don't really care for, but like I don't want them to think I'm angry at them. Versus the other two, where it's like, oh yeah, you can think I'm angry at you. It doesn't matter to me. And yeah, that's just where we are. Like oftentimes I won't do that. Most of the time I will not delete a chat with you and just disappear off the face of the earth. If I do, I will give you a warning and like, hey man, I don't think it's working out between us. Or I just won't text back. Like I didn't block a lot of people for a reason. I only blocked one person. well, today I blocked multiple, but they're all the same. Like they're all, I mean, they're all her accounts. But like, I don't like blocking people because I do think that people can change, and I also just like, I just like if someone want to be able to talk to me, they can. Um, so I don't typically block people, and I typically don't just disappear. Like even in chats, I will be like, I you won't see me often, but if someone like, hey man, I need to talk, I will talk to you. Um, so like I don't want y'all to think like, oh yeah, this man just disappearing off friendships and whatnot. No, that's not what's going on. I mean, it is this time, but like that's not how I normally am. Normally, I'm just like, hey man, um, I don't like the way you've been talking. See you, and I have done that before. Like I don't do it often, but like I have done it where I'm like, hey, if you say something like that again, I'm not gonna talk to you again. And they might think I'm joking, but I'm not. So like I typically do give people warnings. Um, but we just well, one of them was like I don't talk like some of them I just don't talk to anyways, right? Um, but like it was just like so most of them know like uh, most of them I will say like no most of them I was kind of mad at like there's reason why I don't like them or like they probably can understand they can they can figure it out and versus like this one person the only person I was like hey I just want to let you know it was like there's no like we don't talk often like the last time I talked I was just like hey do you know this person and that was it. Um, but like we don't talk, we're not friends. But like I don't want him to be like, did he delete that chat because he's angry? What? I didn't do anything. Like I don't think they would have that reaction, but like I don't want them to. Um, but yeah, that's just what's going on in this segment of I don't know what I call it. Will Williams realization of why he sucks at life. See y'all next time where I record a short versus a 17-minute video where I'm repeating myself 15% of the time.